Lviv City Card is a very useful service for tourists in the city. It is a great way to make some savings. For instance, our 48-hour card costs us 350 hryvnias and we've used services for 670 hryvnias in total during that time. You may choose a 24, 48 or 72 hours cards which you can purchase online and use with the help of an app the more environmentally friendly way, or purchase a physical card in tourism information centers, one of which you can find at the airport. The card is activated the first time you use it, so if you buy it before your trip, it will be activated only at the moment you go to the first museum or use another service that is included in the Lviv City Card package. Every time you use the card at a museum or wanderbus, the employee will scan it. Using trams or trolleybuses works a bit differently. It is scanned only when the control boards the vehicle. If you travel from one of the European Union countries, you probably already know that roaming charges for using your phone in Ukraine are really high. The best option is either to switch off mobile data while you are in Ukraine or buy a cheap Ukrainian SIM card for data usage. This time we chose to turn off our data and only use Wi-Fi. Lviv is full of places where you can use public Wi-Fi or Wi-Fi in cafes, restaurants, museums, and believe it or not, even at the cemetery and trams. I can't say we were internet hungry, our basic internet needs were definitely met. However, we ran into some situations where Wi-Fi wasn't enough. For instance, we couldn't use scooters that are rented out through the app, getting a Bolt was possible and we did it several times, yet we had to find Wi-Fi first, get a Bolt, and then stay in the same place waiting for our Bolt. Last but not least, some museums have audio guides online, yet Wi-Fi isn't provided. For you to decide whether Wi-Fi is enough or not. QR codes. In 40 plus countries that we've visited, never ever have we seen a country that uses QR codes that widely. We ran into QR codes every day, several times a day. Virtually every restaurant we went to provided us with a digital menu accessible through a QR code. Worry not, all of those restaurants always had Wi-Fi. Museums had audio guides in the same form as well. For instance, the Glass Museum welcomed us, scanned our Lviv City Card QR codes, and informed us about the Wi-Fi access and how to use the audio guides we have in the museum. QR codes present in different places gave access to English-speaking audio files. That said, make sure you have an app to scan QR codes and your phone is always charged when you leave home. Cash, cash, and cash. Payments by credit card are very widely accepted in Lviv. Yet, don't forget to contact your bank and find out whether there's any commission. You can withdraw money from Ukrainian ATMs, but you'll have to pay a commission fee. For example, withdrawing 3,000 hryvnias costs us 60 hryvnias in commission fees. What you'll mostly need cash for is tips. Tipping your waiter in Ukraine is common. Paying street vendors, souvenirs, coffee, and so on, as well as toilet. Toilets are sometimes paid in Ukraine and cost a ridiculous amount of 2 to 6 hryvnias. Naturally, the babushka in the restroom doesn't carry a credit card reader. If you are not familiar with Ukrainian or Cyrillic alphabet, Google Translate app that scans text and translates is particularly useful. You'll find that Lviv inhabitants that are no older than 35 years old will often speak English, at least to answer your simple questions related to directions or prices. However, a lot of things in Lviv are not translated to foreign languages. For example, we went to Lonsky Museum that was closed for holidays, yet the note by the door was only in Ukrainian. Trust but verify rule is something that tourists going to Lviv shall live by. Several times we had unpleasant surprises in Lviv that we avoided only by cross-checking facts. For example, the Dia Secret Pharmacy Museum address is wrong on the Lviv City Museum's brochure distributed by the Tourist Information Office. The Lviv City transport map was wrong as well. Tram line number 2 didn't pass where the map showed it would. Lonsky prison working hours were different in every written source we found. All in all, most of the information is correct. However, in order to save your time, better check twice rather than end up next to a locked door. We were helped a lot by Maps.me app, Google Maps, talking to locals, and generally checking several sources. Tourist information centers are conveniently located in the airport as well as in the city center, and you can purchase the Lviv City Card there, get a printed map, some brochures, and ask questions to the staff. The staff members we met were very friendly, spoke good English, and were very helpful to us. At one instance, a staff member didn't have an answer, but she quickly phoned the museum we were interested in and made sure to get the information we needed. Last but not least, make sure you take your earphones to Lviv. It will be a more environmentally friendly option to use your own rather than the single-use ones you get if you go on Wanderbus guided tour or the little train in the city center. Moreover, the audio guides available at the museums, such as Folk Architecture Museum, Glass Museum and others, are accessible through QR codes and you can listen to them on your own phone with your own earphones. It would be a pity to miss a free audio guide service in a museum just because you forgot your earphones at home. We wish you a memorable visit in Lviv. It's a great city to visit. Lviv is pleasantly cheap for someone from Eurozone and quite frankly many other countries around the world too. Good food is very reasonably priced and easy to find. The city itself is photogenic and we are sure you'll bring great memories from your trip. Subscribe us for more travel-related videos that will be coming out soon and don't hesitate to let us know in the comments if you have any additional questions.